this is Robin. I'm doing a short demonstration of making an animation in SketchUp. I'm using SketchUp Make 2017 here. Now, the first thing you need to do when you start making, you want to make an animation or a fly through, is you need to start developing some scenes that are going to form the backbone of that animation. So we're going to open the scenes window, which is here under window. We'll go down to scenes, and that will bring you up a little control palette like this. And if you're using free, you'll find that off to the right hand side under the little movie clapper icon. So now what we're going to do is decide where we're going to start our video, and it's kind of easier if you think about it like you are walking through the way you want it to walk through. So we're going to do a simple fly around to start off. So one from this angle, add a scene, just use the plus button. Then I'm going to pan around here or zoom around, add another scene from this side, maybe look a bit higher. Okay, that looks pretty good. One from the back, add that one from over here, add. Okay, so I've got 4 different scenes there, one from each angle, and they're all included in the animation. Each of those scenes has the tick include an animation. Okay, so now I'm going to play that animation. So if I go over to here, under view, animation, play. So what SketchUp does is it kind of transitions between those scenes in a sort of a smooth, well, kind of smooth. It creates a pathway between each of the scenes. Okay, so that's pretty good for a start. Obviously you can update those scenes if you want to. So let's stop that. Okay, and we're going to go to, so scene 1. It's that one. Okay, I think what we might do is try and fly through here before we'll go through the middle of it. So we'll add a bit in here in the middle. So what we're going to do is, let's see, zoom in there. Zoom right in and take a scene in there. Okay, so I was in this one. I'm going to go plus. It should put, see it's added scene 5 between scene 1 and 2. Okay, so now I'm going to try and go out under there. No, I'm going to go fly out over the top. So let's see. Go out in that direction. So we'll add a scene there just to make sure it kind of goes in the direction where we want to before we turn around. Okay, and then we're going to turn around. See how it works. Okay, so now we should be able to transition back to, let's see. Yeah, it should transition between 6 and 2. We'll see what that looks like now. Okay, so we'll go and play that. View, animation, play. I wish there was a keyboard shortcut for that. Haven't found that yet. Okay, that's a bit weird. Alright, so it's worth spending some time getting your scenes, getting the animation to run in the way you want it to run. We're going to go through into the middle, into there, then we turn, come up to there, but it's kind of a bit weird, kind of then it backs around. Alright, so you can spend a bit of time finessing that. You can also change some of the order of the scenes. So if I just stop that running, and so if you want to change the order of the scenes, we can just use these arrows up the top here. So I can move scene 5 up, or I can move it down. Okay, back to where it was. If I decide that I didn't like the one in there, I can take scene 6, which seemed a bit pointless really, and I can untick the include in animation. So it's still there. I could use it if I want to, but it will just drop out of the animation that I export. Okay, so now I have my 6 scenes up here. So I'm going to look at the settings for that video. How did I get on with that? Let's see. View, animation, settings. I can decide whether I want to have a slower transition time. Okay, how fast it's going to move. So if I don't want any kind of animation between scenes, I can untick this enable scene transitions. The transition time is the time it spends moving from one scene to the next. Okay, so you can increase that or decrease it. And the slide delay time is the amount of time it spends on each of your scenes. So it can move and then pause, move and then pause, or else you can leave this as 0 and it will just run through. Okay, so now I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to export it. So to export, we go to File, Export, Animation. Now once you've got some scenes in your model, it will offer you this option for SketchUp Make and Pro, but I haven't managed to sort out an export of your animation in free. But what you can do is use QuickTime to do a screen recording of your animation and export it that way if you need a workaround. So let's have a look. I want to click on Animation Demonstration, and it's going to go into my SketchUp file. It's an MP4. If I look in options, I can change the resolution, frame rate, all that stuff, and I can loop it if I want to loop it to the start scene. I don't think I do, so I'll leave that. Okay, that's all good. Export. I'm going to replace it. I made one before that wasn't very good. Okay, so now that's exporting. So yeah, so this is just a really quick way of getting a fly through, animating your model and turning it into a video that's much easier to share with people who don't have SketchUp or don't have the same SketchUp program, or they don't have access to the SketchUp program. It's a great way of sharing your model as an output. Okay, now that's finished exporting that MP4, so I'll just open that up and you can have a quick look at the results. Just a very short 12-second animation. There you have it. Okay, good luck.